Hi there, welcome to the Cult of Cinema. Gotta mute this here. I am Aaron, and tonight, let's put over full screen for a second. We are going to be talking the Vinegar Syndrome sale. We are going to be talking about the upcoming Severin sale as well. We're going to look at a few things. Hey there, William, welcome, man. And I'm only going to go away at least once tonight to go grab my tea that's actually boiling. Hey there, Video Journal. Hey there, Dustin. So, if you are part of my Patreon, you probably saw like a little video that I did on this last night. And actually, I got to say this. Wow, 39 people, 39 of my patrons actually watched it. Hey there, George. Welcome, man. I'm glad you got your movie. George is waiting on a film. Didn't think it was going to come. Was actually told it wasn't going to come. And it showed up afterwards, which is kind of cool. Hey there, Dave. Hey, Dustin. It's okay, man. It happens. I kind of jokingly, I said I wasn't sure if I was going to get anybody. So had my cousin Raj here with me, and I was kind of doing a bit of a bit. To be bluntly honest with you, I got to get my hat. I'm missing my hat. Kind of talking about nobody coming in. I'm on my own type of thing. So hopefully it went over, and hopefully it seemed funny. Yep, for Criterion's having a kind of a big sale going on for which we'll be talking about later on in the week. Right now, though, we're going to be talking about Vinegar Syndrome and Severin, their upcoming Black Friday sales. We'll be looking at the notice that they put out. We'll be giving our thoughts on what we think the Black Friday stuff is going to be, and we'll give our thoughts on what we think of everything so far. Nightmare for Christmas is a fantastic film, William. Tonight I was getting ready to get some digital copies of some films, actual digital copies on iTunes from Arrow. Like there were $2.99, there's a sale going on, Shocktober thing. And then I thought about it. Hey there, Franco, man, welcome. I keep forgetting to tag you. I'm so sorry, man. Remind me to tag you, like message me on Instagram or something like that, or sorry, on Twitter. And because I can't afford to get anything right now, and I didn't want to just have digital copies of something, what I decided to do was I grabbed the Arrow streaming service. And oh my God, it's gotten so much better than when I initially had it. It was okay, and there's some cool things on it. But crap, it's really good now. We watched, my cousin's never watched a Giallo before. So we sat down tonight and watched 2 Giallos. I kind of purposely at the beginning showed him a Giallo, which is not very good, because I wanted to show him something afterwards that was kind of hopefully kind of blow his mind, right? So I showed him Andre Bianche's Strip Nude for Your Killer, and he was like, "Oh my God, I want everybody in this movie to die. Everybody is horrible people except for Magda." And afterwards, we sat down and watched Luciano Ercoli's utterly fantastic. DJ, welcome, man. Welcome, Nika. You guys were so good, by the way, both of you, on the last verses. In all honesty, like, truth be told, if The Fly would have won, I would have been okay with that. I love The Fly. Hardest ever. Hardest decision for me ever on verses. And I literally had 2 at both films. I didn't have such a good copy of The Fly, but I both films by my side. Hey, Indy, it's been a long time, dude. It is so nice to see you back, man. I had both films there, and I thought about it at the last minute. So I just kind of wanted to comically do the week before type of thing, and I wanted to get in there. It's fun. Strip Nude for Your Killer is fun, but it's not technically like I don't think anybody's going to ever think of Andre Bianchi as a technically good director. He's a fun director. Like Edwidge Fenech is in it, and it's got the weirdest ending ever. But oh man, did I have fun with the film? Although you gotta admit, you get to the end of Strip Nude, and you're like, who is the killer as a master? You're like, wait a second, that's was she killed? Wasn't she killed earlier? That's kind of how it went. when I saw it with my better half, or like a few months back, and when I watched it with my cousin tonight, it was like, wait, didn't that girl get killed? Oh no, it's that other girl that looks like her. So it was different that way. Anywho, we are going to be looking at Vinegar Syndrome. I'm going to bring up the notification here, because I got it right here. My better half sent it to me because for some reason, although we're both signed up to Vinegar Syndrome, like a newsletter, she gets it and I don't. So she always sends it off to me. And I talked about it last night. I want to talk about it again, kind of like I only had a few people in last night, so I wanted to do it here on the public forum. Hey there, Andy. Welcome, man. I haven't seen VHS 94 yet. I mean, like, I'm going to check it out eventually. VHS viral turned me off a bit. That's the truth. Let me go grab my hat, my tea. I'll be right back. When I come back, we are going to talk Vinegar Syndrome. I got some guesses for some of the stuff coming out. I got some guesses. I got some hopes. I got some fears. And I got a bit more. See you in a second. Just talk amongst yourself. You can make fun of me if you want to, but don't make fun of this shirt because I like it a lot. It's Old Navy. Oh, Mr. Hubert. Anybody? Hey there. Hey there, Carrie. Welcome. Alrighty. So today was kind of a fun day. Even though I've been feeling pretty crappy and feeling sick recently, I can't hear it as here. Hey there, welcome. It's been a long time, Nicole. I'm sure your better half's there with you too. Hey there. Hey there, Mike. So today what we did is we decided to go out and do our Halloween shoot. So for those that don't know, me and my better half are huge Halloween freaks. What she loves about it. Thank you, DJ man. I want to have you and Nico on, by the way. So we got to work that out. I got to figure something out. Think of an idea. I'll think of an idea. Don't worry about it. So we basically decided to go out and do our photo shoot today. So for those that don't know, my cousin Raj, who's in bed right now, he's actually gone to sleep, is a skilled photographer. Really good when it comes to photographing. So last year I dressed up as Shaggy, my better half dressed up as Velma, and we did like a Scooby-Doo shoot. And this year I was Popeye and she was Olive Oil, and we dressed up. And if you're on my Instagram, for instance, there's some preliminary pictures up there that was taken with the iPhone by Raj, but he used this professional camera to do the other ones. So you'll see. Didn't like the Camille Keaton set. I'm still waiting. Mine's supposed to come on like Tuesday, I think. So I'm excited to get Raj is gonna do the photos, and I'll show some of them on here eventually, if my better half lets me. That is. But if you've been on Instagram, you're on my Facebook. Oh, you saw them there, right? Wizard of Oz seems like a Criterion title. The Wiz, maybe not. Hey there, Pops. Welcome, man. And thank you for coming in live. we're going to be talking Vincent tonight. So before I go into the Vinegar Syndrome like catalog or anything like that, I figured what we'll do is we'll read through what's been announced. Most of you guys have probably seen that. We had fun with that. Like she's my Laval anyway. Yeah. Except she's nicer than Laval. I watched a Popeye cartoon this morning to get into the character. I'm not even joking. She always, my better half always like thinks, Nicole, what to do, what we're gonna do every year. So she thinks it out, plans it out. She even has ideas for like how to stage it. My cousin thought of going down to the wharf. That's so went into the dock and basically took the pictures around there. Am I getting kindred? I'm not getting anything till next year, to be bluntly honest with you. That really, except for maybe a few things from the sale. So looks like so started out with a big announcement, and basically there's a whole like contest going on now. So hopefully, if you guys are going into the Vinegar Syndrome sale, you've checked this out. There you can win a $25 gift certificate, which is okay. That's actually pretty cool. But for me, I would rather win the martial law VSI, which I already got, by the way. Signed by Cynthia Rothrock. Huge Cynthia Rothrock fan. I got her on my Facebook, actually. So that's coming out next week. But as for titles, we already know. We have Flesh for Frankenstein on 4K UHD, Blu-ray disc, and 3D Blu-ray disc, which should be bloody fantastic. We also have Trauma by Dario Argento, one of his best films, actually. It's one of his best later films. It always gets underrated. Newly restored, presented in its extended Italian theatrical version for the first time, completely in English. I can't wait to get mine, Nicole. I'm so excited. So that's going to be really good. I'm looking forward to that. And William Malone's film Creature, which is a lot of fun. Both versions of it will be there. So that's 3 releases right there. We got 2 other releases coming out, 2 secret titles. And one's a hidden gem from the direct-to-video era with one of the wildest takes on a tried-and-true exploitation narrative. So it's something that they haven't done before. It's the first dip into a whole new realm of mind-bending genre cinema. A lot of people think that it could be like Category 3. That's where they're going to go with it. And I want to get your guys' thoughts as well. Some people said it could be the Ebola syndrome. If it is, that's a one watch for me, and off into the library it goes for, because I don't sell my stuff. But wouldn't be excited about it. Like, wouldn't move the needle either way for me. The other one is that one's 4K, by the way. The other one is a direct-to-video gem with like a tried-true exploitation narrative. So some people say that's probably gonna be Invisible Maniac. Which is okay. I mean, it's not. I'll be honest. Like, nobody's gonna say Invisible Maniac will be fun. It's not gonna be anybody's favorite like Vinegar Syndrome release of the year. I can tell you that right now. But it'll be fun. It'll be a time waste. It'll be something you'll watch a couple times. And that's what we got for like the releases. But that's not the big thing. See, this isn't the big thing this time around. The big thing comes with the VSAs and the catalog slips. I never thought I'd be saying the big thing is coming with the catalog slips, but it really is. So there are 4 catalog slips coming. However, there are 3 regular catalog slips coming, and the 4th one, a catalog box set. So a catalog box, basically, so basically you have to guess how many titles are going to be included. There's a couple things that this could be. Now, right at the gate, if Vinegar Syndrome are doing a box set for some of their early releases, then I'm guessing, just like everybody else, I'm thinking this is the Rudy Ray Moore. We're going to get a box set for the 4 Rudy Ray Moore films, which it very much could be. I definitely don't think I'll go get a Criterion release, but probably like a Shout Select release. That's where I see it going. But Anybody have any other thoughts? I mean, I thought Ruben Galano Jr. and because some people say, well, they won't give that a box set because they already have slips, but Scanners Cop and Scanners Cop 2 had a slip, and that got a box, right? And it'll be interesting to see if they do a hard box for this, and if they do, like how they're going to do it. Are they going to put like some of your stuff in there? Because you don't want a hard box and have it like kind of get crumpled in on the way, and a little bit of paper is not going to do it. So more than likely, if you buy some movies, you'll probably put some movies in there. But it'll be interesting to see the price of it as well. So I thought Rudy Ray Moore is probably the safest bet. On hedge your bets a bit. We could be getting Ruben Galando Jr. like with the box instead. Either way, I got all those films, so that's excellent for me. It'll be interesting to see if they would eventually down the road, if this works out well and they sell well, if they do something like a Peakorama box, for instance, do something like the 4 Taboo films and get a box for those. That would be bloody fantastic, actually. I utterly love that. I don't think it's Anvil Horror because Anvil Horror already it's got its box and it went out, and I don't think we're going to get a new box for that one. I think basically for the Anvil films, same as the Angel films, if you got the box initially, fantastic. I think this one, Indy, is basically going to be for films that haven't got a box set, but they're connected. So there's a few ways they could go. They could theme it, but I'm thinking the smartest, the easiest bet. Not such the smartest bet. The easiest bet is the Rudy Ray Moore, right there, because you got Dolomite, Human Tornado, what's the third one again? Petey Wheatstraw and Devil's God and Disco Godfather, right? So you got those 4 right there, 4, or they could do a 3-pack, and you get Ruben Galando Jr. 1, 2, and 3. All 3 of his films there. Either way, yeah. Ironically, my best friend in high school was a much more of an Ultimate Warrior person, and I was a Hogan person because you had to be one of the two back in those times. Now the Rudy Ray Moore, but they got 4 Rudy Ray Moore films, Alan, that already been put out by Vinegar Syndrome, so it's easy to do a box set with that. Now, aside from that, there's also some VSAs coming out, but it's some interesting VSAs. There's one VSA coming out. It's going to be a regular VSA, and there's just one film. But with that being said, there's also coming out a VSA, and it is going to be a 3-pack. So there's going to be a VSA with 3 films on it. Now, if you remember correctly, the last time that we saw a VSA with 3 films, it was Vice Academy 1, 2, and 3. And I know some people gave a bit of hate to Vice Academy 1, 2, and 3. But honestly, I love the hell out of those films. I really did. And I know that they have a working relationship with Rick Sloan and put out a lot of his work. So it would not be surprised me at all if Vice Academy 4 to 6 came out. The Vice Academy films, say what you will, sold really well for Vinegar Syndrome, to the point that when they put out unnumbered copies of the Vice Academy films, they went really fast. Now, that being said, we could be getting something because Cynthia Rothrock is coming back to autograph those martial law copies. Maybe there's something Cynthia Rothrock in the works as well. Now, that single release could be Cynthia Rothrock, and the 3-pack could be something like a Vice Academy set, or like some people thought maybe it's a Prom Night sequel set, like 2, 3, and 4 Prom Night, or something along the lines of the if it's a Cynthia Rothrock one, for instance. There's only one film series that she's ever done like 3 of, and that's the Tiger Claws films. So it'll be Tiger Claws 1, 2, and 3. So anyway, that goes, or if they wanted to, like, because they had like I think they had the rights to up to some Howling films and went with Amityville instead. So there's also the possibility that there could be some Howling sequels put together in a VSA. So there's a lot of possibilities, and the really good thing about this is so far any possibility I can think about is actually really, really good possibilities. Now, it could be a cheesy action series as well, but I was trying to think of like what maybe Pacific Entertainment or someone would have put out with 3 films, and I'm hoping it's not something like that. Like, I've liked some of that stuff. I'll be honest with you. one of my good friends on here, Master Chaos. So we don't agree a lot on movies. We were both kind of he was less liking of it than I was, but I was still kind of meh on Champagne and Bullets, and I'm kind of ready to let like some of that stuff rest. Evil does die tonight, Jordan. Everything but evil does. um, so yeah, I'm ready to see a step up. Like hell's yeah. We all, as the company grows and as we grow as like, collectors and stuff like that, I love seeing like the cheesy stuff come by, and I do love a lot of that stuff. But it does make me happy when I see them put out something like Fade to Black or Paul Schrader's Patty Hearst or a title like that, or one of the, and still in the cheesy side. But you know what I wish it was? I wish it was like Night Eyes 1, 2, and 3. There you go. That's 1, 2, and 3. Andrew Stevens. I would kill to get Night Eyes series. Like I know there's a fourth one, which is kind of iffy there, but I would go for Night Eyes any day. Love Andrew Stevens stuff. Body chemistry stuff's really good too. But Night Eyes, hells to the yeah. More boxes would be definitely nice. But it's good to see that we're going to get like 3 films here, Warlock. Uh, See, I'm glad that I got Tough Guys Don't Dance. I'll be bluntly honest with you. It's not a well put together film, but it's so insane that I love it. I do, and I'll watch it again and again because the performances are there's choices made there that as a guy that wanted to be an actor, I definitely like there's choices I understand. Like I get Wings Hauser's choices. I get it's actually more than Vanity Project. I thought it was just gonna be a Vanity Project, but there's more to it than that. I think it's been like maligned by that like line reading, and that was put in by the director, kept in by the director, even though Ryan O'Neal knew it wasn't a good line reading. He wanted it taken out. Yeah, they had to be entertaining, not just bad. Like so, I definitely want to read the book because I'm one, I like Norman Mailer. Two, I thought it was a lot of fun, and I'm glad I own it. Only first and 1 and 5. Never liked the rest of the series. Did you ever read the books, DJ? Because if you read the books, like not that there's good acting in part 4, because part 4 is pretty weak acting wise, but part 4 is about as close. It's called The New Nightmare, but it's the original book. Part 4 of The Howling. That's the book right there. But it's interesting. It's interesting to see. Like I'm ready to move away from like a Blades and a Girl School Streamers, and I know some people like those a lot. Uh, I'm ready to kind of move away from that. The books aren't bad actually, DJ. The first 2 anyway. I remember reading. I got them at like a used bookshop. I remember I bought them the same time that I bought my the first the novelization of Halloween, which I wish I still had actually. Um, but I really they were really good. See, he hates the line reading. Like Ron O'Neal was so angry when they left it in there. He asked for it to be taken out. But in the context of the movie, it kind of makes sense. But the best way I can describe Tough Guys Don't Dance for somebody that has never seen the film is this: Norman Mailer is a writer. He is a very good writer. And Tough Guys Don't Dance is definitely a movie that is written, that is directed by a writer. Because cohesion and like pretty much the kind of the visual side of it is it kind of takes a backseat to getting his story out. And yeah, it's interesting. It's a title that I feel conflicted about, but I can't say it's. I can say it's like technically, maybe it's not the greatest, but I will watch this and I'll watch it a bit. So there's something about it that draws me back to it, that entertains it. It's not a bad movie. It's not like a Champagne Bullets or anything like that. No, there's a plot to this film. A bit of an unusual plot, but I got to read the book. So all that being said, I would say that I'm hoping we're gonna get some good stuff, and not some stuff that's just insanely crazy for no reason. Is there a commentary? I think I put that one. Did I put that one downstairs, or do I still have it up here? I do apologize. I do have it downstairs now. I'll check in a second because we're going to go into the website actually, and look at Vinegar Syndrome stuff. But I'm hoping, like, I don't want the Ebola virus. I mean, Ebola syndrome, but definitely not Ebola virus. But I don't want the Ebola syndrome being like one of the releases. Now we do know from what we've found out that Shriek of the Mutilated is coming out next year from Vinegar Syndrome. And for those that don't know Shriek the Mutilated, when I first saw the announcement and saw that people had guessed it, I was like, that's an okay movie. Then I remembered what it was, because it's going to be. I think Neil Breen would put it out himself, because his films are shot like on are not shot for film. They're not shot for film, and Vinegar Syndrome, one of their big things is they do go for films that are actually have film elements, so they can restore them. He's a shot for a straight to video, and he's very careful and very tight fisted about his films. I would love to see a company put out Neil Breen stuff, because I find them films that they are insane, but I love them, love the hell out of them. But what was I saying a second ago? What was I saying? I lost my train of thought, guys. So apologize. That totally knocks me off when I do that. Like, I'm thinking something, I'm like, oh my god, what am I going to say? Then I go like a dozen different ways. But we're going to look at the website. Aside from what's coming out, I'm not sure what's going to be done with the whole missing box set thing. I assume they're probably just going to give like either a coupon or just maybe some money back at the end of the year type thing. Am I glad I'm a halfway subscriber? It's a loaded question, Andy. It's a loaded question. But I don't know yet. I'm very excited about some of the releases I got. I do think this was a weaker half year. I think some of that was outside of Vinegar Syndrome's wheelhouse of like being able to do anything about. I think that at the end of the day, it's going to happen. What happens in this month is going to be the thing that makes up my mind. I pretty much know what's coming out for the rest of the year, so it's still going to come down to if you're a year-long subscriber to Vinegar Syndrome this year, you got your money's worth and more. If you became a half-year subscriber, at this point, I don't think you have. In my opinion, that's just my opinion. Like, I'm one guy. Well, I resub if they don't give any compensation for the box sets. Absolutely not. And like, no, because when it comes to all these companies and stuff, like the stuff like this are things that matter when you're retaining a customer. I work in the field. I'm a supervisor at the job that I do, so I have to deal with a lot of angry customers on a regular basis. And it's important for me to kind of like de-escalate and do the best job I can with whatever comes up. And there's a lot of stuff coming up right now because there's just items that cannot get across borders. There's things that are stopped. So am I not yet? If there is a compensation for the box sets, probably. I'll probably say yes. That's like, I'm glad they thought about us and didn't like just kind of forget about us with the year-long subscribers and totally forgot about the halfway subscribers. It could have been easily rectified. I mean, Phantasm comes again. Should have been Vinegar Syndrome. Shouldn't have been Peakorama. And especially once they knew, like once Phantasm was coming out, even if he had to label Peakorama at the time, to be honest with you guys, it would have been an easy way to like have compensated for one of those box sets right there. And even if they couldn't compensate for both of them, like that would have been an easy way to say, okay, like here's the the Phantasm one, and here's a VSA like to put onto your order type thing. We're going to put it in with the package because those two things are going. So those are things that could have been done, that weren't done. And I don't know, maybe because maybe those things weren't done. That seemed like just the obvious for me, as a guy that's run businesses before, several actually. Um, is that would have been the easiest way to do it. But the thing I'm thinking is because they didn't do that because they got a plan for November. So that's my thoughts on that. Hopefully, I didn't mean to take up so much time on it, but it's a good question. So on whether they do or not, like that'll that will skewer my opinion when people ask me. Uh, that like at the when it comes up. So I'm still along Warlock in that I think that I do have faith in Vinegar Syndrome to do something right. Uh, so I'm expecting that. But I still don't have my and I don't mind. I mean, like I'm in Canada and like I'm getting my October releases maybe on Tuesday. I'm okay with that. Um, but it's still earlier than I would have got them if I would have ordered them just regular. But it's going to depend. It's going to really depend on this next month and what they do. Because if Cam turns out to be right and they just kind of like kind of like push it under the rug and hope we forget about it. Well, actually, Warlock Marvel put out a statement. I'm an omnibus collector as well. For those who don't know, I collect comics. Um, Saying that it was more for them. Like anyway, they said there wasn't a paper shortage. There was more so there was other issues like logistical issues that caused them to push things ahead. So there's been like talk about paper shortage. Marvel has come out and said no, there's not. Um, and even if there is, there's still, in all honesty, there's ways to do that. Those sets were already there. Those VSAs were already there. There could have been other things you could have done. They could have just said, okay, here you go. You can take, we can't give you the whole compensation for it. We can give you a free film. You can choose one of the VSAs for free or something like that. Bam, easy. It's easy to do something like that. It is so easy it's an easy problem to fix. That's the thing. Oh yeah, that's true. And as somebody that works in the industry especially when it does a lot when it comes to like shipping and stuff like that. Uh, hey John, hopefully the kids are feeling okay, man. Severin has hinted a bit. Severin has talked about the fact that it's probably that something else. Not probably. There's going to be a video nasty coming out during their Black Friday sale. So expect a video nasty from Severin. That's one thing for sure. You know that David Gregory is probably one of the biggest fans of video nasties. Oh, I trust like in Warlock. In all honesty, like as nervous as I am, you've seen me on here talking Vinegar Syndrome. I do pretty much trust them to go away with it. But Rose McGowan be cool. I like she's cute, so I like Rose McGowan. But they've said Videodrome that it could be. Well, they haven't said no, like Vinegar Syndrome haven't said, but a lot of people have guessed that it could be Invisible Maniac, which I'll be okay. That's what I was thinking actually. Um, what should I prefer, Vinegar Syndrome or Severin? I like them both. Severin's done a better job this year. And that's not taking anything away from Vinegar Syndrome, who almost every year does a better job. So it's okay for another company to do better. Oh, 1 year. Yeah. So with the Cannibal Holocaust hardcover book coming out, what's it? Searching for Cannibal Holocaust, something like that, right? A Fab Press book, which hopefully this time they're gonna put as a North American release and not do any like crap about it. Like, oh, you're going to pay a lot of money if you want to get the book because the book's way expensive to get the book over to you. So you're going to pay $100 in shipping, stuff like that, if you want this book. When, a few months later, they're left with a bunch of books. They're like, you know what? You can buy the book and those 3 movies all across Canada and the United States, and the shipping is free. There you go. So the idea of like Severin like not knowing or not being able to get shipping across, uh, that doesn't work so well now. I, as it stands, I'm happy with a lot of the later releases. I'm iffy with some of the other releases, but here's the thing: I'm just one person, and my tastes are going to be different than somebody else's tastes. That's that's the truth of the matter. I'm not the stick to go by when it comes to like my taste in films, and nobody's is like everybody should have their own that they go with. It's good to have people that have like some of the same tastes as you and stuff like that, but we don't want to live in an echo chamber. We want people that have differing opinions. The worst thing you can do is live like in an echo chamber. I didn't yet, John. I'm supposed to get it on Tuesday, I think. If I get it on Monday, you'll be surprised. Either way, I'll do a video the day that I get it. Australia, it's really bad right now. Some places I work in a job, Warlock, where shipping is an issue. Um, but actually, not always. You don't always pay more for shipping than because of what's going on right now. Uh, that's it depends on what the deals that the companies make with certain shipping places. Um, you may wait longer, but companies aren't paying more. That I can tell you. The faux core set looks amazing. Uh, I'm extremely excited about that. I'm excited to see what it is. I think it's going to be Rogerio Deodato that we get, uh, and I'm expecting like a bunch of stuff from Severin. This is going to be a this is going to be one of those times. I'll be honest with you guys when it's going to be a competitive Black Friday sale. So if Vinegar Syndrome and Severin are on their sale at the same time, it's going to be you're going to have to look at both. I again like if anybody that like Blood for Dracula that Severin put out recently, you're going to love Flesh for Frankenstein. It's a fantastic film. If you're a Giallo fan and at any form, then Trauma is something you're definitely going to want. If you're like a sci-fi creature horror fan, I'm pretty sure that Anubis and Nico uh, are going to be grabbing like stuff like Creature because Creature is a lot of fun. William Malone, a lot of fun stuff, a lot of fun with that. Australia's really hard right now, Warlock. I get stuff from Umbrella in Australia, but I'm not expecting to get anything like review copy wise anytime really soon. If it manages to get to me, um, fantastic. Like, well, I hope it eventually manages to get to me, but I expect it to be later. Oh, Tick looks great. I forgot about Tick. See, I'm excited about Ticks. I'm excited about Ticks. I'm excited about the Camille Keaton. I know somebody here didn't like it, and I'm very excited about the Giallo double feature. Really, Mike? I mean, like they literally found an uncut version of Trauma and in English language. Now, as you guys know, when I watch a lot of my Giallo stuff, I normally watch it in like into I'll be watching it like with when it comes to that's where I'm looking for. I'll be watching with the subtitles on. Uh, but when it comes to something like Trauma, where it was shot in North America and like a large portion of the cast is like is American, then it makes more sense to watch Trauma and it's in the language that it was pretty much shot in. But so the fact that this is the first time to get the uncut copy like in English, it's going to be pretty incredible. And you have to remember, Warlock, when you're talking about shipping too, it's different for a company than it is than for us, like as you know, as a regular person. Hopes are going out for you with the job, William, because I know you've been looking for the perfect job, and that's the thing. It's one of those things that to be excited about. Now, I should get us into the websites. I do apologize, but I do want to like just pretty much do some house cleaning, talk about some stuff. I I think I lost a patron today because of my take on Masters of the Universe. I'm not even joking. Hopefully not. Definitely, it's a topic for another time. But thank you for bringing up Warlock. As those that know, or for those that are on my Patreon, like uh, like last year, except that there's going to be a much bigger version. I'm going to be doing report cards for all the companies, all the boutique labels, uh, and so you'll find out then. I'm also doing an award show called the Culties, which I'm very excited about actually, and I might try and get a couple people in for that. So that'll be exclusive onto my Patreon as well. So I got the report cards and the culties coming up. Well, thank you so much. Hopefully, come in for our live videos, man. Oh, maybe I can get you on for the culties too. That'd be interesting. I'm still working that out. So I'll keep you updated. All right, let us dive in to the websites now and see what we can figure out about what's happening. Um, I got a feeling Nico would probably be a bigger fan of the Ebola syndrome than I would actually, because I know she's a gorehound. Um, so as we look here at the website, the Vinegar Syndrome website, let's just dive into this and let's just see what we can figure out. I've been thinking about that. I mean, I've never done a like a viewing party on indie on the on my channel or on my Patreon even. Like the most I did like me and my better half watched we watched Frankenstein Dracula versus Frankenstein, Al Abs's Dracula versus Frankenstein. And as we watched, we did kind of a live kind of a commentary over that. And so basically we said, okay, start watching the movie now. We gave her our we gave her insights on the film. Got a lot of more humor stuff probably came from me. Um, but I wanted to do more like that, more commentary stuff like that. Canada, be serious. We don't live in the US, you know. Hey there, Marco. Welcome, man. Good evening. Sonos is an amazing film, Mike. But the thing is, I think they're both great. That's the reason I haven't done as much with it. I'm trying to make sure that when I do something, it's kind of my own thing. But I'll eventually get to a viewing party. It's just like I've never seen one. So is it like people just watching the movie and just like chatting through the when it comes to like through the chat about it, or is it more along the lines of basically like a running commentary? Remember, Trauma is like incredible work. What you find out how good Isaiah is. But I've heard great stuff about Censor. Like some people were upset uh, about uh, about the fact that this is not 4K anymore. But in all honesty, get the best copy out there. If that's a DVD, if that's a Blu-ray, hey, there's Zach. Welcome, man. If that's like a if that's a 4K, fantastic. But if Blu-ray is the best version you're going to get, or if you don't have the rights to the 4K like distribution and Blu-ray is what you got, put it the best version that you can. That's what I care about. I don't care that okay, this is a 4K release. Like I love when I get 4K release. It's fantastic. But here's the thing: will I cut something down because it's a Blu-ray release and not 4K? Honestly, no. I mean, like, I think Vinegar Syndrome are doing the best possible job they can with censor, and they realize, okay, maybe this isn't going to look 4K quality. Uh, so we're going to do a Blu-ray. We're not going to do a 4K and have a crappy 4K. We're going to do a Blu-ray and have the best Blu-ray version of censor that we can have. So kudos to them for doing that. I guess I got to stop right now for a second and say all that YouTube stuff that I always forget to say. Hi, my name is Aaron, and this is Dakota Cinema. If you're here, please like, because the like does help out a lot. The amazing thing that it does is it lets people find the video. So if you're in here, if you're new and you want to find these videos when you're coming there, the more likes there are, the more likely it is for that YouTube puts up in their amazing algorithm so you can find it. Like, share, subscribe, and for the one person who just decided to downvote it because I did that, karma's a bitch. Remember that. Always remember that. I think that there's people that come in, and if you say the random YouTube thing, if you say, hey, like my video, they'll automatically dislike it for you doing that. And that's a sad person. Okay, well, that's enough. That's my hot take for tonight. I know. For those that don't realize it, like Peter Scolari, unfortunately, did pass away. And I grew up watching Newhart, which was a big show for me. And the character Michael Harris in Newhart was played by Peter Scolari. He ran a TV station. Actually, there is a difference. Actually, I thought that too, Indy. That's a fallacy. Although it still counts as a viewership because the person's in there if they stay in for long enough. A certain amount of dislikes can actually bring you down farther than the algorithm. I actually watched a video on that once. But they do care about like comments and interactions, stuff like that. So that's kind of cool. Terminal Island. Actually, I like Terminal Island. I thought it was really fun. Oh, someone's just hitting like and dislike again, all that type thing. So we're going to ignore those people. But there's the attention you want, guy. But yeah, so the character Michael Harris was somebody that I really was big on, and I wanted to be that guy that actually programmed like TV station. I literally had like graph paper in my house, and I would take it and I would like program days of TV. I'm that big of a geek that I would program days of television, like my own days. I would take real shows and I would like, okay, let's put the show here, and I'll go from like 8 a.m. till like 3 p.m. Oh, either way, with the one dislike, yeah, the 1, 2, or 3 dislikes, yeah, that's gonna not do anything except for almost seem like a like. So you're right on that part. No. Terminal Island is a fun little like kind of sort of an adventure film. You go in thinking it's going to be like this kind of sleazy pro women prison, like on prison type thing. I still think you should do something Warlock if you really if you really want to do it. I know you've been thinking about it. You got a late delivery this time of night. Now I'm not sure what time it is over there, man. It's 11:25 here, so that's pretty awesome. I did a full schedule, Andy. I did it. I did it a few times. I had books filled with them. So rest in peace, Peter Scolari. You will definitely be missed. And I can't imagine how Tom Hanks felt when he found that out because they were good friends. They acted in bosom buddies together, and Tom Hanks had them in projects throughout the years. So that he had to be hurt with that. So Flesh for Frankenstein's right here. Like we don't know a lot about the features so far, I don't think. But this looks gorgeous. Hey there, Tony. Welcome, dude. Welcome here. Yeah, like two. Like Robert E. Mosley's in it and Tom Selleck's in it. And even back then, Tom Selleck has there's this thing that certain actors have that makes them more magnetic, and it's like kind of like this empathetic thing that they have. Yeah, dude, Warlock, I'm on YouTube. um, so what do we got here? What do we know so far? We got three viewing options for the film here: digital 3D, for a 3D TV and player, Anograph 3D, Anogif 3D, which basically is those glasses. It's going to come with glasses, the same as it did with what was it called? Salt and Madness, right? We're also getting out of commentary with Sam Deegan, Heather Drain, and Kat Ellinger, who is the superstars of the audio commentary world. We got an interview with Paul Morrissey. It's going to be an archival interview with Udo Kier, with actor Joe D'Alessandro, interview with producer Andrew Bronsberg. Uh, this is really cool. Interview with Stephen Thrower. You guys know I love my Stephen Thrower interviews. I got a lot of his books. Interview with art director Gianni Giovagnoni. Uh, interview with actress Lou Basiso. Interview with assistant director Pialo Petrangeli. Original theatrical trailers, radio spots, promotional stills, audio recollections with Paul Morrissey, screen test footage, raw Q&A footage from 2012 with Paul Morrissey. I think that's a slip. It makes sense for this to be the slip, but this is not just a slip. No, that's the thing. People are kind of, some people have messed out on here, is that this is some kind of plastic case. This isn't. We're not getting a normal slip of this one. This is some kind of plastic case we're getting. Um, so this is probably probably some type of plastic type of thing with embossing. So that's again an interesting one. Hopefully you guys got it when it was cheap. Hey, disconnected, welcome, man. Hopefully you're still gonna be there for the big, Black Friday night, right? You're there for that. So yeah, so I don't see it on here now, but when it was initially announced, they did mention that this wasn't going to be a regular style case. So unless they changed it, hand stitched, made with real skin. Um, maybe I'm not quite sure if they're doing it. But I did. When the everything bundle was announced for this, and they showed Flesh for Frankenstein, then they showed Trauma and Creature. I was like, it doesn't matter what everything else is. It's worth it for those three titles alone. I think Flesh for Frankenstein, Creature, and Daryl Gentle's Trauma are three must-have titles this year. Must-have titles for me this year. I think for a lot of people, these are going to be must-have titles. Creature, such a fun little film. Like, I don't think anybody's going to be disappointed with Creature. It's a lot of fun. When it comes to Trauma, too, like Trauma, it's a great film. It's an amazing cast, and for years it got because it wasn't done in the in Italy. Basically, that's what happened. We're like, oh, it's not done in Italy. I guess we're gonna have to. Well, I guess people can't like it, but that's a lot of what happened with it. So what I want to do in a second, we're gonna go to the limited edition part of the Vinegar Syndrome website. We're gonna look around and see what we got to keep our eye on for this, and we'll talk Severin as well with this upcoming sale. Now, the thing to know is that Severin and Vinegar Syndrome do this very differently when it comes to the sale and what's out there. Oh, Creature, I think, and you're gonna have a lot of fun with. It's a fun creature film. Did I miss something about Tony there? I got to look back. Tony, my man, hopefully you're feeling better soon, man. I know how you feel. But if you need to rest up, man, you rest up. But if you ever need to chat or anything like that, you know where I'm at, man. I'm around. I love me some Edward Scissorhands. I love Tim Burton. Not everything, but obviously there's that Planet of the Apes film, and there's that Charlie and the Chocolate Factory film, which were I can watch Planet of the Apes. I can't watch Charlie and the Chocolate Factory again. One time is enough for me. But okay, let's dive into this. Like what's coming up? I'll be unboxing these when I get them tick 4K. Laughing Dead, I don't remember very well. I remember I think I saw an article on Laughing Dead, probably in Gorzo magazine. Um, Nothing Underneath the Beautiful Die is probably the one I'm most excited for. Red Line with the Camille Keaton set. 3.5 hour cut of Martin. That's a long cut though, man. Hopefully it's going to be good. Well, he's doing that Wednesday series on Netflix. Could be great. Could be. It's some unique casting for sure. Is everyone grabbing New York Ninja Monday? I'm not. I'm waiting on that actually. But for anybody that is, awesomeness. So when it comes to these here, I don't even have to look at these. These are all over 1,000, except for Hangs Upon Nothing. I'll be honest with you, Hangs Upon Nothing is going to stick around for a while. This isn't going anywhere during the sale. Like these two, these are all like archival slips for these right here. They're the newer, and they're still all over 1,000. Memories Within Miss Aggie still over 1,000 too. That's the last Gerard Damiano one they have, and they don't have the rights to doing any more Damiano. So basically, once that goes, it goes, but still over 1,000. So I don't think that's going anywhere right away. Now, Zombie Island Massacre is one that is getting down there, and it's one that I had a lot of fun with. Well, I won't get out of print. Like Videodrome. Remember when it comes to a lot of their stuff here, unless they say like that the movie's going out of print, it means that the slipcase will be gone. Slipcover will be gone. And this is a fun release. So this gets a recommendation from me. I thought this was fun. This is pretty much it's Harry Manfredini scores Scooby Doo. That's what Zombie Island Massacre is. And you might think I'm joking. I'm not. Severed Arm is still over 1,000. Great release. I don't actually own this one yet, but I know it's a really good film. It's been hampered by a bad slipcover. At this point, I don't think you can say, well, the slipcovers, is not, I guess the slipcover is actually really good now because this is a good film, and people aren't buying it because it's not a good film. People are not buying it because the slipcover is kind of mad compared to the other stuff. Because there's other stuff that have not been as good that has sold out because they've had better slipcovers. There's the thing, right? You like Severed Arm, Zach likes Severed Arm. This is definitely my type, but this would be one of the few times that if I go out and buy this, how much difference is it between the limited edition and slip? So, it's $2 difference. I don't know. I could actually buy the sand slipcover version. To be honest with you guys, Old Dracula, if it's not sold out, it's almost there. So I had fun with this. I know it's not for everybody, but it's a really fun film. 51 copies left. This does have a great cover, by the way. See, there you go. A lot of people would probably like Severed Arm as a film better than Old Dracula. But Old Dracula with a really cool slipcover is already down to 51. And that does make a difference. And it's got the silliest plot too. It's like he's bringing back his wife, and because of the blood they use, his wife comes like super different. Like Best Friends is down 355 again, as you can tell right here. It's a pretty cool slipcover, and that does matter. I like those. See, I've had people say they hated it, other people liked it, but I enjoyed it. This is one that I saw around with my dad. Night Victorian still over 1,000. Perfect Stranger, I think, is getting out there as well. 775. Depends. It may or may not go through at the sale. Indecent exposure. Like Killing Birds is down, I think, like 500, 400, 440. Will this go to print in the sale? Maybe. More Valley Massacre is another one that's, I think, is actually a fun title. You know, a lot of people have seen this film. If you ever bought a, a BCI or Mill Creek set back in the day when they were first starting out, you would probably have gotten Morro Valley Massacre on one of those there, in pretty crappy quality. But it's a fun title. For some reason, it's not selling. But this one here, again, when I bought this, I did not like the slipcover when I initially saw it, but I wanted the movie, and I hadn't remembered seeing this before. So when I heard, okay, it's like Home Alone, that kind of made me iffy. Then I saw it, and I realized that's not at all like Home Alone. It's actually a very dark film. I just really love the film. Who Done It? I'm thinking is pretty much, yeah, 295 there. The slipcover version of Who Done It. This will sell out during the sale. Hands. I can pretty much guarantee that one's going to sell out. Faded Black's going to be safe. Frat House is going to go. I think there's like 11 copies left right now. Out of all the adult titles that are there, like at this point, you know, that one I really like. Just for the cover alone. This one is in a 716. It's a double feature. Peak Grammar. Deadly Games. Which one is that again? All these here are over 1,000. The lowest one in here is House of Usher. This will definitely sell out during the sale. I'm expecting this one to go like fairly early on. I'll probably be putting this in my cart early during the sale. I might actually put it in my cart tonight just so I have it there, just so I remember to do it. Oh, I love Deadly Games actually. Um, it's such a dark, insane film. Hitcher in the Dark again. Here's one that I thought was a big surprise. I expected it to be much sleazier than it was kind of they portrayed it than they said it was, and it wasn't at all. Actually, it was definitely much darker, more. I like this film a lot. The Fear, I know I was one of the only people to like this one, but I really enjoyed it. That's definitely over 1,000. Jelly Volume 3. Although this is the best, hands down, not even close, like not even remotely close to like when you go through Forgotten Jelly Volume 1, Volume 2, and Volume 3. Volume 3 is insanely better than the other volumes. And I do love the other volumes. I love all three of them, but Volume 3 is the best volume. And it's still not sold out. I think people are waiting for the sale, and I think you're going to see. I don't know if it's going to. I don't think it's going to sell out, but it will be half price during the sale, and people have been waiting. They're waiting the last sale for that to go half price, and they're ready to like just like kind of like pull the trigger on it. Expect a lot of copies of Forgotten Jelly Volume 3 to sell out during the sale. This is going to be a big one. A lot of people are definitely going to be looking at this. Death Promises here, Rush Week, Last Gasp. I don't think any of these are going to come any close to selling out anytime in the near future. But when you look at stuff that sells well, like there's sub labels, the Vinegar Syndrome Archives, obviously that stuff sells extremely well. They do sell out. Indy, you got to get Volume 3, man. It's really, I mean, like every single it's one of there is solid. Happy birthday, by the way. But like I'm a bit behind on these. Like I got these two, and I still don't have these two. So I'll be looking at House of Usher, maybe Grave Secrets, or whatever it takes, and probably the new ones. Because I don't think the Grave is going to push that much during this one here. I don't think that whatever it takes is going to go this time around, or Grave Seekers. Grave Seekers is selling slow. It's definitely a slow seller. There's 4,000 copies of it though. But this is one of the ones that's not getting re-released. Now they tell you when one's going to get re-released with another one. So Grave Seekers won't be getting re-released after this. Whatever it takes will get a re-release after this one. So 5,000 here, maybe followed by a standard edition in the future. So when you're looking at these here, some are going to have standard edition. If you're collecting VSAs though, you're going to want to get the VSA edition of it. That's what you want. If it doesn't matter to you though, that's the thing, right? But I say House of Usher is going for sure this time around. Uh, Action USA is still available. I was going to say, because these are gone. Like martial law, that's gone. I'm pretty sure most of these are all gone. Necromancer's that gone too? Necromancer's gone. Like it's an adult film, Alan. They'll let my puppets go. It's gone. Like it's no longer here. They don't have rights to it anymore. I'm very much hoping. Like I know I'm probably the only person, and people curse at me for saying this. I would love to see Vice Academy 4 to 6. I'd be happy about it. I would be buying that. As you can see, like Vice Academy wasn't that much more expensive than the other VSAs. So all 100%. But honestly, whatever the 3-pack of VSA is there, whatever the trilogy is, I will get that. That's something that I will look into. I don't want to go to the partner labels now. I want to do that another time. Let's look over at Severin for a second, and dive into to some of their stuff. Now, obviously, the big one coming out is the Nasty Habits, the Nunsploitation box set, which really, really interested in that. I don't think I'm going to get it this time. I'm an Nunsploitation fan. I really am, Indy. So that's I don't know if I get it this time, but I do want it. Same with I really want the full core set, but it gets to the point where you gotta like everybody, right? We just gotta pick and choose. But a lot of my picking and choosing, like the day the brakes went on the car was a massive difference for us. The day that that my better half went to get get a standard checkup done on the car, thought it was gonna be like maybe $100, and like over $2,000 later, that was definitely that was a big it was a big blow for in the household here. But it happens. This is what happens in real life. So it just made it more, I guess. I'm gonna put like a strong like happy slant on it, and that it made it more challenging for me to pick and choose, but more of a game, more fun with it, right? Which is cool. So we got All or Nothing here, a Mike Lee film coming out from Severin. The Black Emanuelle set is still coming, Andy, but they found a lot more stuff, a lot more like features, and maybe some extra films as well. So I would expect Black Emanuelle in 2022. I don't think we're going to get it for this Black Friday sale. It would be amazing for Black Friday. I say the Black Emanuelle set probably for the halfway to Black Friday sale. Still coming, but not this year. And honestly, don't be upset about that, because it will be. I like the Black Emanuelle stuff. Like, that's me personally. It's not everybody's bag. I get that. I like Laura Gemser. I like a lot of these films. I don't like all of them, but there's enough in there and enough like extra stuff that they can throw in there that, I'll be honest, that's a must buy for me. So hopefully it comes around time that I can actually afford to pick it up. So if it comes February, that'd be excellent, because my birthday is March, so I could actually kind of swing that one. All or Nothing, a Mike Lee film. Mike Lee, again, an incredible freaking director. Now, the Witches bundle package sold out. There was no United States only, and it's still sold out right away. We got the Franco Noirs. Again, some great stuff here. Black Emanuelle is going to be so fun, Indy. I mean, like, I still don't own any of the original Emanuelle films, and I need them so bad. I grew up with I read the book. I watched the Sylvia Crystal films, and I watched them on too, like when Silver Crystal after the third, when it comes into the fourth one, where she gets like the plastic surgery to make her look younger and give her a different body shape and everything. So remember that. So I remember that. But I was such a huge fan of Emmanuel. You're safe with Mike Lee, pretty much. I pretty much say you're safe with any Mike Lee film, Indy, when it comes to grabbing. This is the last Gothic film put up by Barbara Steele, so definitely something to look into. And you can see the DVD and the Blu-ray have different slip covers. I'm guessing this is the cover on the inside of there. That's slip, and it's gorgeous either way. It looks really great. Franco Noir will make you look at Franco in a different light, because if the only thing you've seen with Franco is some of his more sleazier stuff, or maybe some of the Lena Romay stuff, then I would say, definitely look at the Franco stuff. Definitely look at the Franco Noir stuff, because it will make you see Franco in a new light. You got Beyond the Darkness here, Evil Dead. Beyond the Darkness here, Retribution. I got to watch this one soon. This is a really fun film. For those that haven't been noticing, they've been like randomly putting DVDs on for $3. There's a book I want. American Nightmare Scrapbook. If I get anything from the sale, I'm definitely throwing that in there, because I did really like that Buddy Giovanzo. Hopefully I got the name right. Film Combat Shock, and I got another one here by him now. I'm actually surprised. Emanuelle in America. For me right now, I don't know. Emanuelle in the last Campbell was a really, really good one. Oh, the Videodrome. The Deadly Games he was talking about was Dial Code Santa, which is a French horror film, like kind of a horror film, action horror film, with a psychotic Santa Claus that breaks into this Tim Burton-esque looking mansion house and terrorizes this young boy and his grandfather. Franco's Faceless available on Blu-ray. Well, good question, Zach. Okay, so this is what I was going to mention before that I forgot. Thank you. So when it comes to the sales, Vinegar Syndrome and Severin are very, very different. When it comes to Vinegar Syndrome, they go back 3 months. So go back 3 months from when the sale starts, and that's when you're going to see the titles that are going to be on sale for Vinegar Syndrome. When it comes to Severin, they go back a lot farther. They go back 6 months. Now, that being said, there will be certain like random titles like DVDs and T-shirts and clearance items that'll be on sale. Oh, Sister, I forgot about that one. It's darker than that, Razor. It's if you want to put it with a Die Hard film, you put it with Die Hard 2 over Die Hard. It is gorgeously shot. It's amazingly shot. And the scene where he's, bearing something, such a dark, and the movie ends like nobody's happy at the ending of like really happy, like at the ending of that film. Oh my God, is that a dark film? We got John Russo's Minute. So these films here won't be on the sale, needless to say. It goes back 6 months. So we would have to go back. Let's go back to the fourth page here, see what we got on this page. So this is January's titles here, I think. This is January, right? Sons of Sangria, Perdido Durango. Were these January titles or February titles? So we got November, September, August. God, I'm stuck at this. July, June. So I think May. Is it Warlock? Is it May and back? That'll be on sale. Warlock is actually very good at figuring this stuff out. I've noticed that. So it's either May or April. I mean, it's insane, but I like it. It's something that I think you should definitely check out. Enjoy your Halloween viewing, Indy. Thank you so much for coming in, and happy Halloween. And it's been so long since I've seen you, man. It is so nice to have you back on the channel. But yeah, I would definitely watch Santa Sangre. It's insane, but it's insane in the best possible way. That's like I'm for me. You know, if stuff like Day of the Beast and Perdita Durango like are on sale, uh, and that's that's a much bigger get for me. Yeah, like he's playing off this lonely character, but then he gets super like, oh, he's a lonely character. And then you see when he comes into the house, uh, you're like, holy crap, this got really dark really, really fast. I haven't seen Scream in the Streets yet, so that's one that I can't actually talk about. Uh, to be honest with you, um, is it something I'm interested in? Actually, I am. The thing here, and I guess part of the reason is I got a lot of the Vinegar Syndrome stuff this year. I've been buying a bunch of Vinegar Syndrome stuff. I had a subscription for the last 6 months, so that makes a difference when I look at companies and what I'm going to buy. Vinegar Syndrome means for me that hopefully she doesn't get mad at me because of that. Anyways, um, the is that Severin's got a lot of interesting stuff, and aside from the VSAs I'm looking at when it comes to Vinegar Syndrome, nothing else really. Nothing else that I really I feel like I need to get. But if Nosferatu in Venice is on sale, for instance, I love the hell out of this film. We got Klaus Kinski, a very different one. Like you see the original Nosferatu film with not the original, but the original with Werner Herzog, um, and Klaus Kinski, and he looks like Nosferatu as it would be with like Max Schreck, and then you got this very different, uh, very unique look, and for me, it's like okay, here it is. I totally want this film. Klaus Kinski is an amazing actor, and but it's not just Klaus Kinski, guys. So if you've not seen Nosferatu in Venice, we got Klaus Kinski, you got Donald Pleasance in this one, you got Christopher Plummer in here as well. Uh, so excited to check that out. And creation is violent. Anecdotes from Kinski's final years. Super, super excited to see that. And you get like different options here. You got like the slipcover. There's a standard one here. It's gorgeous as well, by the way. And it's even DVD if you're a DVD person, which is fantastic. Have a great evening there, George, and thank you for coming in for so long. I like the pictures of your Argento stuff, by the way. Yeah, Plummer and Pleasance are both in the film. I'm a huge Donald Pleasance fan. I'm a huge Christopher Plummer. Obviously, I'm a huge Christopher Plummer fan. As a Canadian actor growing up, Christopher Plummer is one of those guys you watch. And I love the character work for Donald Pleasance. Exactly, what subspecies look going on. Of course, these will be on sale. Theater Bazaar, Attic Expeditions, Plague Town. Can I be bluntly honest with you guys? As far as this, and this is nothing against like, please don't take it in a way of like me saying like one company over another. It's just me personally. There are more titles that if they come on sale, I'd be interested in for for Severin at this point than I would be for the Vinegar Syndrome stuff. And that's just me. That's just me. And that's just I do have a lot of titles from Vinegar Syndrome. So that's also you also have to factor that in to play when I say something like that. We I I've been trying to get some new stuff up for the merch store. There's no keychains available. I work through Teespring. I do want to get the after I did the Franco like video. Uh, exactly. I'm retiring the Futures Franco T-shirt for a bit, at least for a year at least. maybe longer. Maybe I'll just retire it. And I'm putting out some other stuff, and I want to get like a Christmas T-shirt out there as well, and get some other stuff in there. Yeah, Playtime is an interesting title. I mean, like I want Attic Expeditions eventually. Seth Green's in this one. I do like Seth Green. Theater Bizarre doesn't interest me that much. There's one like sequence Theater Bizarre I actually want to watch. The other ones I'm kind of iffy on. But like stuff like Castle in the Creeping Flesh, it's a fun. I don't own this. I should own. People. Everybody says of everybody in the world, I should own the Jess Franco Tree Tupper because I'm the Jess Franco guy. So eventually I will. If it doesn't go to print. Black Cat is another one I would love to own. Yes. On Black Friday, Zach, they will be doing a subscription deal. Now, remember, on halfway to Black Friday, it's a half year subscription, but on Black Friday, it is actually a year subscription. Oh yeah, is that Seth Green now? I've been loving the movie comics. I really do. I got one with my Umberto Lenzi Carol Baker set, and I picked up another one during the last sale. A friend of mine was going to send me shock treatment. Uh, they never did, so maybe they forgot about it or just changed their mind. So I'll eventually pick up shock treatment. Oscar and Dinosaur Valley. This is way more fun than you think it's going to be. I'm not a cannibal movie guy, but this is fun. I actually Master Cass actually like this one, and to get Master Cass to like something, sometimes it can be a bit hard. He's really picky with his films on certain ones, and which is good because it's just a taste, man. Different tastes. Is it really that? That does not sound good to me, man. And Fulch is fake. I'm going to be checking that out on the Arrow streaming service. Did you know the Arrow streaming service has AGFA and Severin releases as well? Because that kind of blew my freaking mind when I found that out. Oh, dude, check. I don't. I guess tomorrow's Sunday, so you can't call in. When Monday comes, definitely call and find out where that is. Do not let that go, man. Finding Sex. I gotta watch this one. I still don't have watched it yet. Now there's a lot of good stuff here. Uh, I'm expecting some of the stuff that's out of stock maybe to come back. Not out of stock, but like kind of stuff that doesn't show up. I still don't have a good copy of Strange Vice and Mrs. Ward. I got the Shameless one, which is okay. Actually, no, the Blu-ray one's actually pretty good. But I don't have their edition of it. I don't think I need to upgrade for that one though. Yeah, that's happened a lot recently. The company that I work with, they'll get like some people will be calling me really upset because FedEx will say that their stuff. Oh, if it's coming FedEx, call FedEx. Uh, that stuff has been delivered, and they'll say, "Wait a minute, my stuff has been delivered." And then they realize that the person just marked it as delivered, and it gets delivered the next day. Well, Lindsay Baker, if you don't have the Lindsay Baker set, 1,000,000%, like above almost anything else I can tell you on the sale right now, that Lindsay Baker set is money, baby. So 100% grab the Lindsay Baker set. I don't know if anybody that doesn't have it, but if you're one among the people that don't have the Lindsay Baker set, it's a great set. It's got four amazing films, some amazing soundtracks work on there as well. Really cool, like photo comic is included with the set as well. It's a solid set with the hard box. Uh, so yeah, 1,000,000%, like the Lindsay Baker set. Do I have the Wild Wild? I do have the Wild Wild World of Jane Mansfield. I forgot that I had that actually. I gotta watch it one of these days. Is it sold out? I don't. I didn't think it was. Well, check actually. Pagnini horror. I think it's fun. One a good release, like an actual good film that I actually think is a really good film. Penelope Spears' film, The Boys Next Door. Uh, actually, uh, a good film. Stone's an exploitation film. It's a pretty brutal exploitation film about the about bikers and the biker subculture in Australia. Umbrella did a really good release that actually. So we'll eventually get to the set. Find out Night Killer. If you don't have Night Killer, yes, Night Killer. Oh my god, it's so fun. It is so fun. Robo War I like so much I get the T-shirt. I'm even joking. Uh, Beast and Heat. You can actually buy the DVD for $3. And here, let me save you some money right now. Beast and Heat's not a great film. It's one of the video nasties. It is not a great film. However, I will tell you this right now: the documentary on Beast and Heat, the Nazi exploitation documentary, it is worth having. It is so worth having. So you don't have to grab the Beast and Heat Blu-ray for $3. You can grab Beast and Heat DVD edition, and you know what? That Nazi exploitation documentary, Fascism on a Thread, is here. So I recommend grabbing that because even if you're not interested in Beast and Heat, it's a great documentary. Oh man, we watched Edwidge Fenwick in a film tonight. Actually, Strip Nude Fury. She is amazingly gorgeous. Yeah, you got the blue. Definitely worth $3. And as I go down here, if I see anything that's like that, that's basically okay. An alert. Grab this one. Uh, I'll mention it. I really like Emanuelle and Francois actually. So definitely keep an eye out for that one, guys. That really stood out for me. I bought it like when their site was down, and I needed another title to get like free shipping, and that like really fit the bill. But I really liked it. Of course, everybody's got Next to Kin already. That's a great release. Like in all honesty, that's one I would recommend. So, well, isn't it kind of ironic, Video Drum, that Bava like fought not to have her in the film, and she's actually one of the best parts of that film. He didn't want her in it. I'm not sure why. He just didn't think she was right for the film. I disagree with Bava on this one. Skinner, again, a fantastic release. I'm pretty sure everybody's got Skinner already. All the colors of Giallo. If you don't have it, definitely recommend it. You liked it? Excellent. Didn't that not have such a fantastic ending, John? Uh, because, well, I don't want to give it away, but Emmanuel Francois, what an ending! What an ending that film had. Like, there's things I expected, but there's things that I didn't expect. Absurd, of course. I've always recommended that one. Shocking Dark's a lot of fun. Excellent. So I'm glad some people actually really enjoyed it because I didn't want to be the only one. So here's a couple of the ones I'd recommend not grabbing: Emmanuel and Last Cannibals and Blood Someone's Prison. I expect both of those to be on the Black Emmanuel set, so you can wait on those. They're probably going to like drop down to $3 event or get really super cheap during the sale. And if you want to get like one of them, like if they go on for $3 or $5 or something like that, like here, Eaten Alive, it's gone down for $3. Is it something I would normally grab? Nope, not at all. Is it something that is intriguing at $3? Let's see what the features are on here. Oh, there's a feature. I already had this documentary, I think, on 88 Films release. But Mimi La Bites Back is a really good documentary. But with the interview with Umberto Lenzi, archive interviews with Ivan Razumov and Robert Kerman, interview with the production designer, Q&A with Umberto Lenzi from Festival of Fantastic Films. $3, like for $3. Like, even if I never watch Eaten Alive, I will watch those documentaries. I'll watch them over. We made the box set is gone. I do apologize. If it does show back up again, though, definitely grab it. But yeah, they've been like sticking things in there like $3, like putting it like I thought one or two of their Intervisions actually went for $3 too, but could be wrong on that. $3 or $5, something like that. But right now, I just want to dive down there and see exactly what we can. Felicity, again, that's got 3 movies on it. So that one I can definitely recommend. I think the Seven Dwarf DVD was on for $3 as well. If you wanted that one, I'm not sure if it has the film with it because there's a special release. No, that one's out of stock. Something sold out. But there's certain ones that I definitely Turkey Shoot. Like, I definitely kind of want the Blu-ray of this one, but for $3, I mean, like, seriously, $3 for Turkey Shoot, and all the features that are on it as well. Roundtable discussion with Brian Trenchard Smith, Anthony, and Vincent. Okay, there you go. 3 people. I'm not going to mess up their names. Try not to. And it's such a fun film. You probably saw it over here in North America. You don't remember the name Turkey Shoot as Escape 2000. But anyway, there's a ton of stuff there. But unfortunately, I do have to work tomorrow. But I wanted to get in here and do this. And another reason I wanted to do this, by the way, is here's something that I wanted to say. Happy Halloween, guys. Happy Halloween. Emanuelle Lescount is one of my favorites, Mike. It's just that where's the black Emanuelle that's coming out, I'm saying, like, you probably want to hold off unless it's really cheap because you're going to have it in the set if you buy the set. All right. As always. Yep. Good thing to mention there. Indicator sale has extended. My better half got me a couple indicator. If you bought the film noir box sets from Indicator 1 and 2, like my better half bought for me for Christmas, those will delay your order, but it'll be worth it. Anyway, stay safe, stay healthy, enjoy some candy, have some fun time with your kids, dress up. Dressing up is fun to do. Tell you what, before I go, there's one thing that I will do. Oh, shoot, we're going to wait on it. All right. As always, like, share, subscribe, join the Patreon, hit the donate thing, super chat, all that fun stuff. Check out the merch store. Ta-da. There we go. We got that stuff out of the way. But the most important thing, more important than any of that, although I do appreciate that, is it costs nothing to be kind. So be kind to others. Be kind to yourself. You do deserve it. You guys rock. I am Aaron. This has been another episode of the Cult of Cinema. And as always, especially when there's all these sales going on, there's always another movie. And lately, there's always another sale. Have a happy Halloween. Watch something scary. Eat some candy. Find your inner child and have fun. Talk to you guys soon.